organizing your collection is incredibly important. It is one of the most important things that you can do as a physical media collector. I organize my collection a little different than everybody else, but here's a couple of the best ways you can organize your physical media collection. So starting off, we've got the easiest one, alphabetical. You can just go from A to Z. And so I have my collection, it's not sorted alphabetically exactly, but it's the easiest way to do it. You go from A to Z, you have AA, AAB, AC, whatever the hell from that to Z. It's really not that hard to explain. Some people do this because it's way easier to find movies. Some people do this because it looks really nice, whatever. You can sort it like that. That's the easiest one. That's the easiest one to knock out and get out of the way. So if you have it sorted alphabetically, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just, that's the easiest way to do it. You did it the easiest way. There you go. The second option you have is you can sort by boutique label. I do this sort of here with my collection. So let's just grab this here and go in. So I do it and I sort it by, here's Scream Factory, there's Vinegar Syndrome, and then there's Arrow Video right here. And then behind me, I actually have it so that this is my studio releases, so they're all just kind of jumbled in together. I do that because I do have a lot of these boutique label releases, and so I like being able to see all of them next to each other. That's really the thing that I like doing, is I like having them because most of them are horror movies, let's face it. So you have all your horror movies together, and you have them, they look really nice, especially the Arrow Video ones, because they have all the little Arrow Video thing. The Vinegar Syndrome ones look really nice. They have the VS Girl at the bottom. Scream Factory, they have their logo at the bottom. It all looks really nice when you put it all together like that. And that's a way to do it, but also you have to have a lot of boutique label releases. I have over 100 Vinegar Syndrome, over 100 Scream Factory. I haven't counted my Arrow Video ones, but it's probably over 80. You really have to have a lot to sort of organize them like that. This side, we'll go through it just to let you guys see it. This is by no means a movie collection update or anything like that, but we do have it from A all the way down to Z down here, and then there's some pops holding them up as well. So there's, you know, A, B, continued, C. It's really, that's the easiest way and one of the better ways you can do it when you're sort of categorizing your collection, because it's really easy to find a movie, even though it seems like when I'm on camera here and I'm looking for something, it's really hard for me to find it. But that's just because I'm on camera. So everything else, those are two really great ways. You have to have a really big sort of boutique label collection to do that. The third way you can do it is by genre, and that's a really cool way to do it because you can see all of your horror movies together, you can see all of your action movies together, your romance, your superhero, your comic book, your whatever the hell your sci-fi, your animated. You can really go wild with the way to do that. And I sort of, you can see over here with the Scream Factory stuff that there sort of is a way that they are categorized. This is sort of the horror section of my collection. You know, you see the Halloween 4K box set right here. A lot of these are horror movies or science fiction movies. So if I did it, there would be an overwhelming amount of horror movies. With Vincent over here, you can see there's also an overwhelming amount of horror movies. Arrow Video, there's a lot of horror movies as well. I sort of specialize in horror movies. That's just kind of the movies that I like buying that these boutique labels carry. But there's other things like these. You can have tons of just action, drama, superhero, stuff like that over here. Some of the Star Wars movies as well. That's a great way to do it if, once again, you have enough titles. That's not me saying that you need to have over a certain amount to have your thing be called a collection, but if you want it to look nice on a shelf and you're categorizing, you don't want like two things taking up a whole block. You know, this gap right here, it looks kind of strange to my eye. It looks kind of empty. So I just don't want a whole lot of empty space on my shelves. If you have a nice one section shelf with your, you know, collection that's sort of moderately sized or whatever, you can do whatever the hell you want. But that's a great way to categorize it, to catalog your collection. Another way is to split it up by format. I don't split my collection up by format anymore. I used to. I used to have DVDs, Blu-ray, 4K. I have a couple of VHS tapes down here. But so I sort of do have it like that, where I have the VHS down here, and then I have Blu-rays and 4Ks mixed in with each other. It's just easier that way, but it does look really nice on a shelf if you have just all 4K discs with the nice black cases, or you have all DVDs or all Blu-rays. It's personal preference, really. It's a personal thing. For me, it's kind of like you're looking over here, and you can see some sort of bumpiness or whatever. If I had more DVDs than this, I have my DVDs elsewhere, or they've been pruned out and replaced with Blu-rays and stuff like that. If I were doing that, it just feels to me like I would not like the different jetting stuff out. I already don't like it enough when certain things have slipcovers and certain things don't. But that's just a personal thing. That's just my eye thing. Like this DVD right here, it sticks out like a sore thumb to me. You probably don't see it on camera, but it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And you can sort by, another great way is by sorting by sort of type. And that's not like Blu-ray 4K DVD, but that's more like Steelbook, regular slipcover or whatever. If you put all your slipcovers together, it looks beautiful. It really looks nice. You can see with the Vincent stuff over here that if they all had slipcovers on it, it would look really, really nice with all of them lined up and all of that. You can sort by stuff like Vestron video is numbered. If I had a full, complete Vestron video collection, you know for a fact that I would have that bad boy looking out there from 1 to whatever 30 it is. That would look great. So if you're going through your collection and you're looking at all of this stuff and you're looking at how do I categorize it, how do I organize it, there's a bunch of ways you can go about it, and it's all really about your personal preference. It's about how you want your collection to look. I like the way my collection looks. I like having it separated because there's sort of this main event wall of these movies here, and then there's the studio movies. So at least if I know, oh, I'm trying to get Big Trouble in Little China, it's going to be in the Scream Factory section. If I want The Thing from Arrow Video, it's going to be in the Arrow Video section. If I want Roadhouse, it's going to be in the Vinegar Syndrome section. If I want The Avengers, it's going to be in the normal sort of general section. And so that might seem confusing to some people. It's not confusing to me. Like everybody's mess, it's my mess. I know where everything is, but it's just the one way that I do it. What are some of the ways that you sort your collections? Do you sort by type? Do you sort by alphabetical? Do you sort by boutique label, slipcovers, 4K, Blu-ray, whatever? I love hearing about other people's collections. I love hearing about how other people curate their collections. And if you want a trick on a bit how to curate your collection, sort of pare it down if you're going through and going, damn, I have a lot of movies, check out this video right here. And it's about how I went through my collection and sort of downsized a bit, getting rid of a lot of the excess fat that I had and getting down to the movies that I really, really love.